From fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Pod Therapy. Real people, real problems, real therapists. If you have a question to ask or advice to give, come on over to podtherapy.net and join our conversation. We're coming up on Valentine's Day, so this is our love and romance special. So we're going to talk about the loves of our lives. I'm going to see if I can make Jim cry because he's such a softie. And now, broadcasting from Level 9 Studios, that guy's Dr. Jim Jobin. I'm Nick Tangeman. It's time for some Pod Therapy.
So, Nick, at this point, it would make me cry if you didn't say that you love me every day, because that's usually what you do. You start the day, you know.
Yeah. Well,
it's weird that you say it when we are about to hang up the phone. That's weird. Like, freaked me out the first time you did that.
I don't. Now I just stick to hugs and kisses.
Yeah, no, so interesting story about Nick. The first time that we ever worked together, I got a feel for his sense of humor because he would leave me notes and tell me to do things, and then at the bottom write, hugs and kisses, Nick. But it was always like a really mean note. It'd be like, Jim, get your head out of your butt, like, do these notes, like, no, you gotta get this computer thing done, hugs and kisses, Nick. It's very odd.
But it motivated you, and
it did.
It got stuff done.
I got things done, and also be like, well, he cares.
Yeah, I stand by what I do.
There were always hugs and kisses.
All right, so yeah, it is. We're coming up on Valentine's Day, and just a little inside baseball for some of our listeners, just to kind of explain how this usually goes down. We kind of usually write the script together for the show and pass it back and forth, but I've had a crazy busy week. And so Jim pretty much took the reins, and now I'm looking at this, and this is probably my fault for not reading it in advance.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing
it's better than you've ever seen.
Item 2A is Nick's love life.
Yes, I've put that in there because I feel that it's important. We don't talk enough about your love life. So, Nick, let me know. What's do you have plans? Do you have plans for Valentine's Day? You going out with a special somebody?
Yeah.
And I'm not fishing. It's not, you haven't asked, but I'm just checking. Like, if not with me, then who?
Yeah. Well, my girlfriend would be the one that I would pick.
Oh, okay. So it's not me this time. No. Maybe next year.
No. But, we're going to, I don't know what the plans are yet.
Oh, dude, what are you doing? We're within eyesight. You need to get on this.
It doesn't.
Well, you went on a date. You went on a date last night, right? So what did you do?
We had date night last night.
Okay.
So we went out to eat. It was amazing, wonderful.
Candlelight dinner, lobster and steak.
No.
Pasta.
Burgers.
Okay. Wow.
But
schmoozy guy.
But
laid it on thick.
This was a big deal for both of us because I have been eating very healthy.
Yes.
And so burgers, that's just not part of my regular diet anymore. And then also my girlfriend is she doesn't eat gluten. So finding a burger place that will make a gluten-free bun, that's a huge deal.
Okay.
So this was really exciting.
So for the listener, Jim can confirm that Nick is annoyingly healthy right now. We used to go to lunch, and he doesn't eat lunch anymore. And I'll walk past his office, and he's eating a rice cake with honey smeared on it. And just putting hummus.
Almond butter.
Yeah. He's putting hummus on the inside of his lip, chewing tobacco and just just holding it. That's it. That's all the guy does. So yeah. I caught him putting whey in his coffee this morning. That is how bad it's gotten. He's got a jar of it. I was like, you're doing this at work now? This is sad. So can confirm. So you went to dinner last night. Did you do dinner and a show? You guys catch a movie? What'd you do?
Well, then we went to Penn and Teller.
Penn and Teller. So if the listener's not aware, Nick and I come to you from fabulous Las Vegas. As Nick says in the intro, we have access to world-class entertainment, including the magicians Penn and Teller. And Nick, you are the biggest fanboy of Penn and Teller that I've ever met in my life. Ever. If there is a fan club, you're probably in it.
I don't know if there is or not, but I should be. Yes.
Well, you
big
listen.
Fan.
You
big fan.
You don't just go to the show. I mean, you listen to his podcast and everything.
Oh yeah,
it's
a really good, great podcast.
I follow him and his wife on Twitter. I'm a big fan. I'm actually a bigger fan of her. I follow her.
Yeah,
Emily's super
active.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird because, here we are in Las Vegas and people ask all the time, do you see celebrities just walking around? Yes, all the time. And Penn is the one I always see because I live in the same zip code as him. So I see him, his wife just walking around, going to buy this or, going to Chili's. They're everywhere. And it's at some point you're just God, I'm so sick of Penn Jillette. Guys everywhere. Disappear, Penn. This is me, a magician.
Yeah, it was a really good show. They do an amazing job, and it's something that if you haven't seen it, if any of our listeners ever get a chance to come out to Vegas, go see it. It is well worth the money, and it's not even that expensive compared to all the other shows.
It's very affordable, reasonable. And they're one of the. And here's the interesting thing about Penn. Like, all jokes aside, I joke that I see him everywhere, but here's actually the truth with Penn. I do see him everywhere, including, and this is not a lie, last night I saw Penn Jillette on Channel 4. Which, if you're a local, that is our like public access channel. Like, that's our Clark County channel. He was on there giving a talk about building codes and getting building permits before you like do work in your backyard. Yeah, he's just there. Just, hi, I'm Penn Jillette. Make sure you get a building permit before you do anything in your backyard, and don't forget to wear a seatbelt when you do it. Like, he's everywhere. But that's funny. I actually give him credit for that, because there's a lot of stars that come to town and they do their show and they leave. Penn and Teller are staples of the Las Vegas community.
Oh, absolutely.
They actually show up. They do lots of charitable work, tons of charitable work. And you can even like turn on public access TV, and there's Penn, and he's telling you, hey, don't forget to call before you dig in your backyard. Like, guys everywhere. So
that's funny.
Tip of the cap to Penn and Teller. So good show, good meal. It sounds like you're upping your game. And so your love life's doing very well, Nick. Congratulations. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
That's why I put it on the agenda today. It's something you're usually behind the times. Like, that's the thing. Is like, you're usually behind the times, and I'm glad to hear that you're doing current things. Like, you're going to good dinners and going to good shows.
No. By behind the times, what do you mean?
Oh, I mean like how I just taught you how to change your ringtone. Like, just this week. So this is true. So just this week, I get a call and like, he's like, hey, how do you change your ringtone? I'm looking, I'm like, dude, it is 2018. How do you, so like, me and several coworkers are telling him, download Zedge. Like, you can just.
Which I did.
You did it.
I did it.
You changed your ringtone.
I did. Yes.
All right. Live on Pod Therapy, I'm going to call your phone. I am dialing you right now. I have not heard this. We're going to find out what ringtone you picked now that you learned how to change them.
We'll see how good of a person you are, whether or not you.
If you
don't know this.
Oh, now the stakes are very high. Okay, it is dialing.
This may be the end of the pod. Oh, Jim.
Is this a guitar solo?
Oh, Jim.
Jimi Hendrix.
Oh.
What?
No.
What is that? It's a guitar solo from like some 80s hair band, and I'm supposed to know that?
That's Prince.
Oh.
Scott knew it.
Scott?
See?
Okay. So you're okay. All right. So here's the question.
When Doves Cry. Yes.
Okay. So it's When Doves Cry by Prince. So to the listener, if you recognized it for real, we're going on the honesty policy. I want you to chime in on Twitter or send it, go on the website, let us know, comment on this episode, let us know that you identified it. If you did not, take my side, please, because that's ridiculous, dude. That is not, I didn't recognize it at all.
Oh my God, it's ringing again.
You're getting it.
Okay.
Mute your phone. Now that you have a ringtone, you have to learn how to turn it off. You can't be one of those annoying people. So since you're new to the ringtone game, Nick, let me explain how phone etiquette works. It is not appropriate to let your phone ring because you like the song. Like, that is not, you're not supposed to do that. So just, now that you're with the 21st century and you've actually learned how to change it.
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. So anyway, so this is the thing about Nick, is that he's always late to the show, and I tease him because it's from Iowa. I think he's just late to whatever's modern. So congratulations, you now have a ringtone. You're seeing shows that are actually still in production. This is great. Going to fancy, cool Las Vegas restaurants. Drinking new coffee and doing a whole new thing. That's right. Pretty cool. How are you alive? Is that what's in your cup right now? Are you drinking that coffee I gave you?
Death Wish coffee.
Yes. Who does not sponsor the show yet, but they should. So a listener of the show, Nicole, who actually was also an intern of ours back in the day, she gave us this crazy coffee called Death Wish Coffee. And like on the box it says, hey, this is like the legal limit of caffeine. This is dangerous. Please.
Yeah, it's no joke.
No, only take with like your your physician's advice. So I was so scared of it because I have kids. So I was like, okay, I'm not throwing dice.
Oh, so Jim's got nothing to lose.
I got
Let's
nothing
give it
to lose.
Nick.
Yeah, so I gave it to Nick, and I said, hey, try this because you're healthier than me. I'm pretty sure you could withstand the full brunt. So how was it?
It was good. I tried it for the first time, what was it, Monday, I think. Took it and
ran to work.
I felt great. Yeah, I
carried your car on your back.
Yeah, my car broke down, so I just picked it up, threw it on my back, and I kept going.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but you're alive. You're alive. You're not dead. So now maybe I can take it. So
I have a pretty high tolerance for caffeine.
Yeah, it's gonna. At this point, it's nothing, right? You're just like chewing on the grounds. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So Nick is alive. Nick is current, and Nick is now part of the most successful psychology podcast that we've ever started, but way more successful than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, we are by far the most popular podcast at Level 9 Studios, recorded Wednesdays at noon.
Yes, that's and actually, that's so true, Nick, because on our way in today, and this is true, I filmed our entry so that people could see all the paparazzi that's usually at the door waiting for us. So if you would like to see that, you can go to podtherapy.net or on our Facebook or Twitter, and you can see the video of us arriving to the studio.
I really hope that video never sees the light of day.
Fanfare, Nick. Now I've plugged it. I have to do it. So you were saying delete it? No. Now I have to put it out there. But the people need to know that we are actually way successful. So actually, no, but all jokes aside, we thought that maybe 3 or 5 people would listen to this. We now have, on average, 100 listeners every episode. So guys, we have a community that's building, people that like advice. And one of the things that Nick and I are really interested in now, we want to hear back. We want to get more advice. You guys are writing in great questions. We want to get people that are listening to the show to go onto the website and give their feedback. What is your advice to the questions you hear? Or what is your criticism? Do you want to let Nick know how off base he is? Yes. Do you want to tell him, hey, nobody recognizes that ringtone? Like, these are important things that we need to hear.
or we can start up a community about raising awareness of Prince.
Yeah. Not enough people know. Right. Yeah. Most people, when you say Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince, are like, who's that? Is he a philosopher? It's like a Greek writer. Yes. Yeah, he really is. Yeah. When Doves Cry, Purple Rain, it is kind of philosophy. So the man is the king of love songs. And Nick, we are in the month of love. This is Valentine's Day. So I thought we could open, before we go to our advice section, with a question that we hear a lot in our business, and we hear a lot from people, especially this time of year. But it's a question about love, and I thought I would throw it out there to you. And the question is this: is true love a thing? Is there such a thing as like true love, like love at first sight, like I'm smitten and it's meant to be? Like you don't strike me as a romantic, even as I'm saying this. It's just sort of squinting at me.
Look on my face,
just sort of squinting at me.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that, Nick? Do you think that there is such a thing as true love? Like
I don't even know what that means. To be honest with you, I don't know. The whole yes. This is where I lose any bit of romanticism I have.
I want to hear it.
The whole true love thing. There's love, yes, of course. Okay. Of course, we know that.
Okay.
True love, to me, it just sounds like a way to one-up somebody else's experience.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Jim tells me
I'm in love.
He's in love.
I'm in true love.
Yeah, I get it, Jim, but all jokes aside, this is what I have is true love.
That is so good. So true love to you is like the one-upsmanship of relationships.
It's just,
I've been married now for 11 years. We have 2 kids. Yeah, that's great, Jim. But what you don't understand is that I have true.
You don't get it.
True, capital L, love. Okay, so I hear you saying that's probably not a thing.
Just my opinion.
So all jokes aside, for the listener, though, as mental health folks, we just want to let you know, Valentine's Day is actually the day of the year where the most suicides are likely to occur. And so it's very important, folks, that you go ahead and just know this number, the suicide hotline. And I challenge you, if you're listening to this, to maybe share it, put it on Twitter, put it on Facebook, just let people know. But the suicide hotline is 1-800-273-8255. Again, that's 1-800-273-8255. Remember, Valentine's Day is a day where a lot of folks feel really alone. Yeah. And even though it's a day of chocolate and food and, other things.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those, people will refer to it as a Hallmark holiday.
Yes.